Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our Matrix 101 seminar. This is Robert Rodriguez. Today we have two webinars scheduled, 101, and then following this webinar at 11 a.m. we will continue with the second Matrix class, which is the 201. I want to remind everyone that we are recording this webinar, and we will be posting both sessions on our website, MiamiRealtors.com, underneath the webinar section, and also posting to our YouTube pages and our Facebook pages, so you guys can watch a little later after the webinars are over. Please, if you have any questions, you can type your chat questions in the chat section, and then after the webinar, I will stay around and respond to as many questions as we have. Once again, thank you for watching, and let's go ahead and get started. As you guys know, Matrix is our MLS system, and it consists of three classes: the 101 session, the 201, and then the last advanced session, which is the 301. So here we have our Matrix system, which is accessible through the Miami Realtors page, simply by logging into the Miami Realtors dashboard, and then you'll find Matrix right over here. You will click and you will be logged in. Matrix is a web-based program that works on any browser. Those of you that would like to access Matrix through your mobile device, there are no applications to access Matrix through your mobile device. You simply go to your browser and you type in sdf.mlsmatrix.com, and this is what your mobile version will actually look like. If I click over here on the right where it says mobile version, you'll see that this is what the Matrix looks like on your phone. Let's go ahead and close this out since this is not a mobile class. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So here we are inside Matrix, and the first thing you'll see on the home page is all of the different shortcuts that you guys can customize. You can basically click and drag and move them around, place them in your desired location. If there's something that you like to hide, simply look for the little X on the upper right corner of that section, and once you click on it, you're now hiding it inside of a folder called Additional. Look, somewhere on your home page you will find the Additional folder. You'll notice that I am hiding all of this that you see here, and if I wanted to drag something back out, you basically click and drag, and you're now back out of the Additional. Okay, and so we're getting a chat that says you can't hear me. Make sure that you have activated your audio set to your computer, please. Let me go ahead and type that out, make sure. All right, folks. Just bear with me. I was answering a chat question if someone can't hear me, and it's simple. You need to activate the audio on your computer in order to hear. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. And if you guys look up here, this is where our menu items are. So quickly going over our menu items. Next to home, you have search. Of course, this is where we're going to create our searches. RE1, single family homes. RE2, condos and townhomes. These are our combined searches. We have the residential income, which consists of the duplex, triplex, up to 4 units, fourplex. Then we have the residential land, so we're looking at vacant lands for sale. Then we have the residential rental, anything that's for rent, that is a single family home, a condo, a townhome, a villa, we'll be able to find inside of residential rental. CLD, of course, consists of your commercial land, industrial land. COM is anything in commercial improved. We're talking about any commercial building that's for sale or for lease. You'll be able to find inside of COM. The last property type that we have here is business opportunity. Folks that are placing a business for sale normally will use this property type to list it. We also have a cross-property search, which allows you to combine multiple property types in your search. You have the agent search, and then you have the office search. All right, so that would be your search button. We have a stats. This is an excellent stats section here inside of Matrix, which we will cover later this afternoon, or this morning, sorry, in the Matrix 201 session. My Matrix is simply everything that's yours inside Matrix, whether it be your contacts, your automatic emails that we will set up in the 201 session. All of your saved searches are also located inside of My Matrix. Then you have your sent emails, My CMAs. All the CMAs you create inside Matrix will be found inside of My Matrix, My CMAs, My Information, and My Listings. We will return to My Matrix in a few minutes to set up our information. Right up here, we have our Realist and IMAP tax roll records. This is the public records statewide. So each program allows you to access any property in the state of Florida. It's basically whichever you prefer to use. And please remember, we have excellent training courses, both on Realist and IMAP, available at the association. Your links, finance tools, add, edit. Those of us that have the ability to add or edit your own listings will be able to get in here and start adding a listing. And then the very last one over here is the market reports. This allows us to create statistical reports on our inventory or our office inventory. All right. Anytime you guys need help with Matrix, you have the help section right over here. Let me quickly open up this little screen. And you'll notice inside of your help section, we have our data input forms. So all the different property types when inputting a listing, all of the data input forms are available inside of your help underneath data input forms. If you guys wish to learn via some training guides that Matrix has available for you, here they are. You also have the video tutorials. These are YouTube videos created by Matrix, which you guys can watch. Matrix support, their tech support number is available by clicking on support. You'll notice their 888 number right over here and the hours of operation. You have questions on speed bar, searching, emailing, CMA, reverse prospecting. You have area maps down here, so if you wish to download a black and white version of your area maps, simply open up area maps. We'll select Miami-Dade County, and we should see an area map available here. Please remember that we also sell area maps, big colorful maps at the association offices. So come in if you're interested in purchasing one and ask for the area maps. And last but not least, we have our city list of municipality codes. For Miami-Dade, for Palm Beach, and then for the MLS. All right, let's get back up to the top. Let's click on Home. And we're ready to get started. What we do in the Matrix 101 session is that we'll take you through some of the basics first, and then we'll start searching and showing you the different ways we search on Matrix. So what I want to do is I want to cover, first thing that we see here is contacts. It's very simple, folks. You can add a contact by clicking on Add right over here. And then you can put in your contact's name, fill in their email address, and suppose that your contact is a married couple and you want to put in the husband and wife. You simply put in the email address and then comma and put in the next email address. Like this, when you select your contact, you're actually emailing both husband and wife. You want to hit Save once you're finished. You are also able to import contacts by clicking on Import right over here. Then you'll be able to import your contacts in a CSV file, comma, separated value file. You're also able to export all of your contacts into the same CSV file, saving on your computer. How would you delete a contact? Very simple. Select, and you would hit Delete. You also have the ability to set your contact as inactive, therefore hiding it from your contact list. And when you do this, you won't see the contact anymore, but you can also come over here on the right and click on Show Inactives, and then we are now showing the inactives. Show All. Now we are showing all of my contacts. You will also notice decline activity inside of the contact. So, later on when we get to working with our customers, we'll discuss what all this means. So that would be my matrix, my contacts. I'm going to skip all the way down to where it says My Information and help you folks set up your information inside Matrix. So when we go to My Matrix, My Information, what we're looking at is, your name, your last name, your email address. If you see that your email address is incorrect and you wish to save it, you can temporarily override your email address by selecting the override option on the right, and you will fill in your new email address and you will hit save. If you permanently want to change your email address, please call the association offices and have the internal email address changed in our systems in order for this to reflect on every single program we have at the association. All right, so no overriding over here. We have your title, and then again, your phone number is something that you can override. But if you needed to change your phone number permanently, please call us and we'll have it changed for you. Your office information, and then down here you have the ability to fill in a tagline or a slogan, some additional information, and those of you with a website, you can put in your website address. Make sure you always hit save in order to capture the information. Moving on to header and footer. What we have here is the presentation of your information and how it will show to customers when you email reports or when you invite them to the client portal. So this is the theme that I chose, and with my branding information right here in the upper left corner, what you'll do is if you like to choose a photo and use a photo, then you'll come over here and select use a custom photo, change photo, and you will upload your photo. If you rather not use a photo, you hit no photo, and now we're looking at no photo. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in photo. If you want to change your banner image and select from a different theme, you come over here and you will select a different banner theme. And what we have here is the different themes and designs available for you. Go through this, select your favorite one, and once you do, at the very bottom, you will hit preview. Once you hit preview, it'll actually take you to this page. All right, so your branding consists of 5 rows, as you can see up here. And the 5 rows that are on my branding, you choose them right here where it says branding. I've chosen my name. I've chosen the Miami Association of Realtors as my company. I've put in my cell number, my email address, and my website, and this is how you see it over here. If you scroll down a little bit further, you're also able to change your branding color, your text colors, your transparency level, and then a little bit further down, when you print a report, would you like to create a custom header? This is the header with for all my printed reports, and this is the custom footer for all of my printed reports. All right, when you're finished with this page, always click on Save at the bottom to get this information saved. All right, let's move on to our email signature. And this is pretty simple. Any email signature that you have created, say in your Gmail, and you want to copy, you can copy and paste onto this matrix email signature, or you can simply create it using the tools that you have up above. You can insert images as well into your email signature right over here where it says image. You can create links. Notice I've created a link for my email and my website. And you can change the font colors and have them in different sizes. Make sure you have a nice professional email signature, because every email that you send out through Matrix, your clients will see the signature. All right, some of the other stuff that you see here we cover in later classes, like the 201 and 301 sessions. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and move forward with your searching. All right, briefly taking a look up here. What we have up here is a search bar. Matrix calls it the speed bar or the speed search. And this is pretty simple. If you needed to find your listing and you know the MLS number or you know the address, you can simply type it up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a listing by putting in an MLS number. Okay. And once my MLS number is typed up, then I'm going to hit enter. And you'll notice that the MLS number shows up. And once you click on the MLS listing, you're now inside the property. All right, so your speed bar search is giving you the ability to pull up an MLS listing simply by putting in the MLS number. Or if I come over here and I type in 16 Palm Ave, I should also see every single listing in the MLS that has the letters or the word Palm Ave and also the number 16. So you'll see 16 Palm Ave. You're also going to see 166 Palm Ave, 1602 Palm Ave. So it almost works like a Google search. You put in the value that you want, and it's going to give you anything in the MLS that matches that value. All right, so that's a quick way to conduct a search for something that you may already know the address or the MLS number. To do a more traditional search, we're going to go ahead and go up here where it says search, and we're going to select RE1, RE2, and we're going to go ahead and learn about this page. So this is your criteria page. Those of you not familiar with this page, this is where we start our searching. And you'll notice that you have 3 columns. You have a column on the left, one in the center, and one last column to the right. Underneath all these options, you have the ability to add additional fields. Additional fields are content that's not added to the default. However, you guys can come up down here. You can click on Add Remove and add fields like property square feet, which is normally your land or your lot square footage. Terms considered, design description. I have right over here REO, short sale, lender approval, and any other field that you wish to add, you're going to add to your additional fields. How we get this done? You simply click on Add, and then select a field that's available. On the left, you can also type it in here. So if I wanted to put in design, I just come over here and select design, and then hit add right here, and that's going to add the design field to my additional fields. If you wish to remove a field, simply highlight the fields and then hit remove. This is a permanent addition to your additional fields. The only way it's going to change is if you physically come here and remove some of the fields or add some of the fields. There is no save button. You simply hit the back button, and we are now back looking at our criteria page. All right, so let's take a look over here. We have our statuses. So we are by default always selecting our active. And if we wish to look for a single family home, we will hit single, family, and then single as well. It is important that you select single, so we're not looking for mobile homes, because there are some mobile homes for sale inside of Matrix. If you're looking for a condo, then you will select condo, and then down here in type of property, you will also select condo. Notice that you have condominium, you have co-op, you have townhome, or villa. If you wish to select more than one, you will hold down the control key on your keyboard, and you will select more than one. And there you go. I have townhouse and villa, and I want to also select condo. Now we have condo, townhouse, and villa. If you wish to deselect something, you hold down that control button again, and then you will deselect one of the options. Folks, those of you using an Apple computer, all Mac users, you will select command, not control, but command. All right, so let's go ahead and start a search with a single family home. Single. If you wish to look for waterfront property, you're going to come here, you're going to select yes. If you don't want waterfront property, you select no. If it doesn't really make a difference, then you leave it in blank. Swimming pool, same thing. Blank, yes or no. Let's go with a yes. Those of you looking for condos, you have an option right here that says RE2 condo pool. So when people enter listings and they're entering condos, they're going to have that option to say, does the condo building also have a swimming pool? So this is what you would be checking to look for swimming pools. All right, let's take a look over here. We have waterfront description, style, and amenities. All right, we're going to go ahead and leave this swimming pool for the single family home, and then come up here. You have your map searching, which we'll discuss a little later in class. We have the radius search, which allows us to draw a quarter mile, half a mile, up to 25-mile radius. around a specific location by entering the address right over here. You also have an address search, which allows you to pinpoint an address by putting it here. You can do up to 10 different addresses in one search by selecting more. You have the ability to search by area, county, municipal code, zip code. Let's go ahead and try a zip code. So if I wanted to search for a single family home with a swimming pool in zip code 33134, it's going to leave me with 50 matches. If I wanted to do multiple zip codes, I place a comma, then I do 33146. Now we're looking at 110 matches for these two combined zip codes. All right, we're going to go ahead and remove the zip codes. You can search by phone number, area, section, subdivision name. If you know the name of the subdivision, you're going to put in here Doral Isles, and what we're getting is 20 matches. This is a subdivision in Doral. And if I come here and I go Cocoa Plum, right, that would be a subdivision down in Coral Gables, and I have 32 matches. If you do not know the name of the subdivision, it is not recommended that you try searching by subdivision name. When searching condos, it will not be a subdivision. It would be complex. Now, we're going to get into this a little later, but I want you guys to be aware that complex names are not auto-populated from the tax roll. So when agents enter listings and they're entering a complex name, they're writing it out. So in some cases, they leave the name incomplete, or they don't really type it exactly how it should be. So we should always be using the wildcard search, which is the asterisk, an asterisk at the beginning of the complex name and an asterisk at the end of the complex name. But we'll do this once we start searching for condos. All right, so let's go ahead and do city. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in Coral Gables. And if I wanted to do a second city, I put in a comma and put in Pinecrest. And now we're looking for a combined Coral Gables, Pinecrest, single family home with a swimming pool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and remove Pinecrest and just stay in Coral Gables. Now you have 235. On the upper right corner now, you have your price range. Pretty simple. If you just hover over it, it'll tell you 100 to 500. You're going to do a range. That would be 100-500,000. If you want to put in a minimum of 100, it would be 100 plus. And if you want to put in a max of 100, it would be 100 minus. So if your customer's budget is max 1 million, then you put in 1000 minus, and that equals to 1 million minus. We're at 22 matches. All right. If we need to do a range between 1 and 2 million, then I'll just complete it over here, 1 to 2 million. Now we have 78 matches. Bedrooms. If your customer's minimum bedroom requirements are to have 4 bedrooms, then you put in 4. If you leave 4 alone, that equals to 4. So we're going to go ahead and do 4 plus. And for 4 bathrooms, we're going to do 3 plus. And then garage spaces, let's say 2 garage spaces plus. We're down to 50 matches now. Okay. If your customer is looking for a home in Coral Gables built after the year 1980, you're going to do 1980 plus. And now we're left with 23 matches. If you want to do something more of an older Spanish home or an older home in Coral Gables, then of course you'll do something like 1940 minus, and that would be some older homes in Coral Gables. All right, if I'm looking for a house that has at least 10,000 square feet in lot size, I have added the additional field section for property square feet, and then I'm simply going to put in 10,000 plus, and now I've got 16 matches. Terms considered: conventional, all cash, or cash only, Design description, 1-story home, 2-story homes. All right. So I'm looking for either 1-story or 2-story home. No REOs and no short sales. All right, folks, so I think you get the idea. You're going to enter as much criteria as possible. That's going to lead you to the correct number of results that you're looking for. So I have now reached 15 results, which is pretty much manageable on my end. So we're going to go ahead and click on results. And what you're going to see is the display called the agent single line display, which is where you view your results inside of Matrix. Now, this is the default display that Matrix has for you. I want you to know that in more advanced Matrix classes, we teach you how to create your own displays. And these, of course, are labeled My. So you'll look at My Residential Rental, My Residential Homes, My Condominiums. In the Matrix 301 session, which is the advanced user session, we teach you how to create your own custom reporting. All right, so let's move back over here to the agent single line. I like to set this to view 100 properties per page, and I am sorting my properties low to high. Some of you like to go high to low, so you simply click on LP, and now we're going high to low. All right, so you sort in whichever way you'd like. And then off to the left, you're going to see the MLS numbers. So if you click on the first MLS number, it'll show you the first listing. And this, of course, is the cheapest listing on the list. And we're going to go ahead and click on the pictures, and you open up the pictures. And this is how you view pictures of the property. Up here, you have property history. If you'd like to view the history of this property, you're going to click on property history, and right here it'll tell you that the property was listed. Let's follow this history, guys. This is a really good one to learn. So if you see, they've been trying to unsuccessfully sell this property for quite some time. You'll notice their first listing was in 2011. They had it active, then canceled, then active in 2013. Temporary off the market, withdrawn, then canceled, back on the market again in 2015, price reduction, temporary off the market, active, then price reduction, canceled, and now they're back on the market again in 2017, then price reductions ever since. So they've been trying to sell this property for quite some time. And you can follow the agent ID and see that it is the same license number right here. So it would be the same agent. And then down here, it was a different agent, and that was a different agent as well. All right, so that would be your property history. And we're going to go ahead and click on listing to get back to the listing information. All right, so some of these little icons, and let's explain what they mean. So this is the photos icon, which you can also open the photos by clicking on the first photo. If you click right here where it says map, we're going to go ahead and open map and see exactly where the property is located on the Matrix map. So it's just south of Bird Road on Toledo Street. Okay. If you'd like to switch the map to satellite view, you come over here where it says map and you switch to satellite view, and then you can zoom in and you can try and see the house from a closer distance. You also have the Google Street View. This is the little Google car that drives around the neighborhoods, taking pictures and videos of the properties. So that's the different functions of your map, and we're going to go ahead and close that out. The next little icon would be property history, which is also the same thing as this right here. All right. There are some icons here I'm going to skip simply because we don't really need to use them. So I will skip the data co-op option, and we're going to go right into Realist. So Realist or IMAP, either one tells me who's the owner of the property and the last transactions for the property. So when I click on Realist, it'll open up a Realist report letting me know that the owner of the property is George and Maria Morales. And if you follow the history of the property, you'll see that in 2017, their tax bill was $19,129. And if you go a little further down, you're going to see that their last purchase of the property was in 1988. So they've been owners of this property for quite some time, and they purchased it for $160,000. Now they have taken out some mortgages since then. You'll notice over here in 1988, they took out a mortgage of $144 when they purchased the property. Then they have a mortgage in 1991. They have a mortgage in 1993, and one last mortgage in 2003. So you get to follow the history of the property inside of Realist, and as well as if I close this and I come here and I click on IMAP, it's a different version of the tax record, but still with the same information. You guys have noticed right here once it opens up that we're looking at IMAP, and we're still looking at Maria and George Morales. You'll see their phone number, and you'll see the characteristics of the lot, and you'll see their history down here. All right, so the next icon is Form Simplicity. Those of you that use our Form Simplicity program, you would be able to start a transaction simply by clicking on FS, and Form Simplicity will then open up, and you can start typing in a transaction and selecting your contracts. This next icon right over here is MLS Advantage. This is like your statewide MLS search that you get through your Florida Realtors membership. This next little icon over here is My Condo Plans. If we were looking for a condo and we click on My Condo Plans, chances are that you will be able to view floor plans for that condo using My Condo Plans. Right over here we have Showing Assist, and Showing Assist, of course, is how you get to request online showings. So by clicking on Showing Assist, you'll notice that I'm able to create a showing request for this property. If the agent was not accepting online showings, then you'll simply get a little error message saying that this property is not available for show request. All right. This is the nationwide search called Find. This little yellow triangle is to help us clean up the MLS. So if you find an error with any listing and you wish to report it to our MLS, simply click on the little triangle, and what you're going to get is listing error, suggested error correction, and then send the error report over to the MLS, and we will have this error corrected. Keep in mind, folks, that if you report something, you are going to remain anonymous. No one will be able to find out who it was. Right over here, we have MLS Offers, which is a program when listing agents participate in the MLS Offers program, which is a service of the Miami Association of Realtors. You're able to streamline an offer directly to the agent by selecting MLS Offers. Let's go ahead and click on it and see if this agent, which in this case, they're not set up. But if the agent were set up on MLS Offers, we would be able to submit an offer through MLS Offers. You can find the button for MLS Offers inside of your Smart Links on the homepage of Matrix. Moving on to that little blue house with a little percent sign. This is RayPlug, another service of the Miami Association of Realtors. This allows you to build a report with your affiliated lenders, and you can offer different loan programs to your client in a single report. You're going to simply click on RayPlug, and then Miami members, you'll come up here and you hit click here to sign up. And once you've signed up, then it's pretty simple. You pick the lender of your choice, and you will create a nice report showing the different loan programs available. And let me show you a sample report of what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and click here where it says Key Info. And this is what a sample report of the RayPlug would look like. Waiting on the internet, there it is. All right, so for the listing, and then you'll have the sample lender and the different loan programs available to the customer. And folks, you Miami members, you get this service absolutely included with your membership at no additional cost. Remember, you will sign up right up here. This is RayPlug sample report, and then Miami agents click here to sign up. To the right of the RayPlug, you have a little link here, and this is Insure Inspect. We have an affiliated broker here at the association that covers instant quotes on insuring this property. So if I click on this link, you guys will notice that a different window will open up. And this brokerage is called Safina. And then Safina, in this case, would be insuring a dwelling of $431,000. And you have some other coverages right over here. If you drop down, it'll tell you that the homeowner's insurance, which is your HO3, has an estimated yearly premium of $8,472 for an HO3. And for a DP3, which are investor insurance policies for investment homes, is a little cheaper, coming in at $4,037 a year. If you wish to contact Safina, you come over here where it says inspect. You see there's your phone number, there's your fax number, and there's your email address. So the next time you have a customer looking to purchase a property and you wish to provide them with insurance quotes, Safina should be an option for you. Let's go ahead and close this out. And the last button I'd like to show you over here is RPR. Those of you using RPR, you're able to click on RPR's logo, and RPR will simply open up, giving you the property details of this property and allowing you to build all kinds of reports for buyers, for sellers, and for investors. Here's RPR, here's your comp analysis, here's how you refine the value, and here's your investor analysis report. Let's close out RPR. All right, so we've reviewed some of the logos and icons up here. This last icon over here, those of you using dot loop, you also have the ability to click on dot loop and transfer all the data from the listing right into dot loop. All right, if you wish to email this property, all the way down below, you're going to see email. You're going to also see print. So let's start with email. We're going to go ahead and select email. And what's going to happen is that we're going to enter who we wish to email this to. You can either put in an email address, or if you already have a client in here, you're going to go ahead and spell out the client's name. And then we're going to go ahead and select who you're emailing it to. If you wish to blind copy yourself, you're going to select BCC me a copy. Put in a subject line, put in a message, and then down below, you can preview the email. So if you're wondering what this email looks like when we send it to a client, well, it's going to be a link. It's going to be a message with a link. And when folks click on the link, they're going to get this. So when I select on preview, the listing opens up in a client portal. So it's an interactive email. This allows them to look at the map. This also allows them to come over here and select the property. And when they click on the property, they're going to see the different images that are available on the property. They're going to also see all the listing details. And this is a client-friendly report. What this means, folks, is that they do not see any agent information. They're able to, open the pictures and interact with you. Now, if you wish to print this, you're going to simply cancel out of this, and we're going to hit print. And printing obviously allows you to access the different PDF reports. So here we have the 16 photo view, or here we have the client 8 photo view. So by selecting the client 8 photo, I can include my agent header and footer, and then email PDF or print to PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and select the email, and this would be me selecting to email the PDF. Or if I wish to print it, I click on print. If I want to preview, I select preview. And right now we have the client 8 photo, as you see right here. Oh, that's not the 8 photo. Let me see here. Let's only select the client 8 photo. There you go. Preview. There's your 8 photo view. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to results. And from this page, if I like to go back to my results page, you're going to simply look right up here for agent single line display. And this is how it takes me back to my display, which is my results. All right, a few lessons here on the results page. If I want to select multiple listings like this, and I hit email, I would be emailing all 6 listings, email 6 listings. Also, if I wish to print, I'm going to go ahead and hit print, and now I'm printing 6 listings. If I wish to clean up my results, so I want to stay with just the 6 and eliminate the remaining listings on this list, we're going to go ahead and select refine right down here, and then we're going to narrow. Narrow means we're going to narrow the results to the ones we've selected. So when I hit narrow, now we're looking at only the 6, and we have deleted the remaining results. If you wish to go back, up here you have original results and you have narrow original results. So we're going to go ahead and select original results, and that takes me back. It's almost like an undo button. Then there's another option when you select on refine, and that's discard. It has like a little trash can. Discard actually deletes the ones you checked. So it's kind of a reverse effect. If I select what I want to delete and I hit discard, now I stay with the ones I didn't select. This one gives you the undo button or the undiscard button right over here. So let's go ahead and hit undiscard, and we're back to the original results. All right, let me show you a few reports that I like once you select multiple listings. We're going to go ahead and select multiple listings, go back to actions, and let's click on print to show you some of the other PDFs that we can create with multiple listings. So go ahead and hit print. And then we have the client Multirow, which is an excellent report to present to our clients when selecting multiple listings. Let's hit preview. And this is what the multi-row view looks like. You also have the side-by-side comparisons, which is this one down here, the 3-up comparison. And when I select print to PDF, you'll notice that we have the side-by-side comparisons report available through printing. Okay. Remember, folks, that we are inside of the print section, but we can email the PDF very easily by selecting email. Okay. And then there's, of course, the ability to create the agent full. This would be for us. And if we like to include property history, we like to include photos, we will include photos. Or if we want the client full, which would be for the client, it would be the same version, but only client friendly. And then you select listing photos or open house tours. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and show you a few other searches. So let's come back up here to search. And if we want to search for condo, we're going to select condo. And then if we like to search for a condo in a specific building, you know the address, we're going to go ahead and put in here 465 Brickell. And it's not necessary for you to put in avenue, 465 Brickell. Now, if there were a 465 Brickell Ave and there were 465 Brickell Street, then you probably are better off putting in the avenue. All right, so at 465 Brickell, we have 41 matches. What if I want another building? So we're going to go ahead and put in more. And what if I want 475 Brickell? Okay. We'll go ahead and put in 475 Brickell. And now we have how many results we have. Let's go ahead and click on results because I'm not really getting my matches. And we're up to 75 results. Let's go back to criteria and let's finish out putting in the remainder of the icon towers, which is 485 Brickell and 495 Brickell. So here we have the Brickell icon towers in Brickell, and we have a total of 147 matches for sale. I'm going to go back to criteria, and then you put in, all right, looking at the Brickell icon, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condos. Now we're down to 68. And what if we wanted a water view? All right, so waterfront is actually waterfront building. What if we want water view? So in the additional fields, I have added a section here called Unit View. And the unit view would be for the RE2. And now you select that you would like ocean views, or in this case, water views, since we're not on the ocean, but we are in Brickell. We have water views. All right. Now, sometimes less is more. So you may not want to go ahead and select water views simply because a mistake can happen here and there on the listings, and we're not really taking advantage of all the listings on the MLS. So by not selecting water view, we know these buildings are on the water. So let's go ahead and leave water view out. Okay. All right. So that's one way to look for condos. Now let's go ahead and start all over and show you that if I wanted to look for the Brickell Icon building by complex, then I'm simply going to come here where it says complex name. And if you guys remember my instructions before, which was asterisk, icon, asterisk, that means contains the word icon. There are 214 listings that contain the word icon. Okay. Now, we want it in Brickell, so what zip code is it in? 33131. All right. So now we're going to cut our results to just the icon towers in zip code 33131, leaving us with 140 results. If go back to criteria and I wanted the icon in South Beach, then I will just switch that zip code to 33139, and I'm going to be left now with only the icon tower in South Beach, which is 450 Alton Road, and that's 26. And if I wanted the one in Midtown, then of course you come over here, 331, what's the zip code there? 33137, and now we're going to be left with only the icon Bay, which is 460 Northeast 28th Street, and that's your Icon Bay complex. The reason why you want to use that little asterisk, folks, is because if you take a look at the name on the complex, some people spell out Icon Bay, some people put in Icon Condo, some people put in Icon Condominium. So you want to just have as little as possible for the name of the condo complex, but definitely put in an asterisk on either end. So that's how you search for condos inside of Matrix. Of course, you can search for condos by an area. If you don't really want to identify a building, you can just do condos in zip code 33139, and you're looking for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath under $200,000, and I'm left with 74 matches. So this would be by area search in South Beach. Okay. All right, moving on to the residential income search, folks. This is where you get to look for either a duplex, fourplex, or triplex. So if you're looking for a fourplex, you're going to go ahead and select fourplex, Miami-Dade County. Let's say fourplex in zip code 33145. And what we have is 33135. We have 7 matches. When we click on results, it'll show you the different fourplexes in 33135. When we select, you should be able to see that these are, not commercial. They're fourplexes, and this year it shows you that each is rented for $950. So it gives you more of an idea on the income of the property. So remember that the residential income is going to be for your duplex, triplex, and fourplexes. Let's look at residential land. Residential land, of course, is vacant land for residential use. This is pretty simple as well. Active. And then there is one item that I'd like to bring to your attention. The total acreage, usually you can put in 1 to 2 acres here, and you'll see properties that are between 1 and 2 acres. But the best way to get a 1 to 2 acre home or lot size is by looking over here where it says property square feet. You want to put in the actual dimensions. So if you're looking for a 40,000 square foot lot or more, you're going to go ahead and put in 40,000 plus, and then you're going to be left with the amount of lots available over 40,000 square feet. I try not to use total acreage because mistakes are made sometimes, and not the right answers won't pull up. So the best way would be to do 40,000 square foot or more, and then let's say do Miami-Dade County where 147 matches. And when I hit results, you should see that the square footages over here, 100,000 square feet, 217,000 square feet, 43,560, 54,000, 41,000. So this is almost a guarantee that we're going to get what we're looking for by using the property square feet, which is available by adding it as an additional field. Okay, let me just show you right quick. If I weren't doing that, and if I wanted to do 1 plus for 1 acre or more, and I hit results, sometimes what we're going to see is an 8,925 square foot lot, which is less than a quarter acre actually, and they put in here acreage 8,925, so that's incorrect. And here we have a 5,000 square foot lot showing 11 acres. That's also incorrect. So don't use the acreage, search field inside of residential land. Use the property square feet. Let's move on to residential rental. Residential rental, of course, is any property that's for rent. You have apartments, you have co-op, you have condo, you have efficiency, multifamily, single, or townhome. So I'm looking to rent a single family home in the city of, say, Hialeah. All right, let's go ahead and spell here, Hialeah. And there are currently 44 homes for rent in Hialeah. Let's see if I can get one for less than $2,000. What do you guys think? All right, we're left with 2 matches. All right, so this is how you're going to go ahead and look for residential rentals. Then, of course, if you're looking for a condo, and let's leave that price and let's get out of Hialeah. Let's put in Doral. All right, can I get a condo in Doral for less than $2,000 a month? Yes, I can, 79. And then the additional fields, folks, if you are looking for pet allowed, go ahead and add a pet allowed field. We're down to 14. And then, you're looking for furnished, also add the furnished info. So we're now down to 0. So no matches for condos in Doral for less than $2,000 that are furnished. All right, we'll remove furnished and we're back to 14. Click on results, and right here we have our condos for rent in Doral for less than $2,000. All right, moving on to a few other searches before we end the program. We have over here the commercial land. This is your commercial land, industrial land. Same theory applies to not using the total acreage. You should come down here and you should add a field called lot square footage. Lot square footage is the way you're going to find the correct square footage for your commercial land. The commercial search, which is COM, has the transaction type over here. So if you're looking for a lease, then you select lease. If you're looking to purchase a commercial property, you select purchase. And then right underneath that, what are you looking to lease? So let's say you're looking to lease warehouse space. You're going to look for the property type, warehouse space. You also have the store warehouse combination, and then you have the office warehouse combination. So these are the 3 different warehouse combinations we have. There's freestanding, which is warehouses that are not connected to each other. You got your dock height buildings where trucks are able to pull in right to the dock. So all kinds of warehouse for lease. When you click on results, what you're going to see is the dollar per square foot of the lease. Okay. And then the last thing you'll see over here is the business opportunity. Folks, listing a business inside of Matrix, we'll put it in here, and then how do we search it? Right here it says type of business. Say I'm looking for a liquor store. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type in liquor by itself and see what happens. All right, I got 0. But if I put in asterisk, and then another asterisk at the end of the word liquor. Now I have 17 matches. So that little asterisk is going to be very important for you guys to get results because it says contains the word liquor. So when I click on results, you're going to see either a liquor store, liquor license, some kind of liquor business that is associated with the word for sale. Okay. Remember that type of business or business opportunity basically means that they're selling the business, not necessarily the real estate transaction or the real estate property, only the business. Okay. All right, so the last search item before we close out the program is the cross-property search. We're going to go ahead and click on quick and show you folks that the cross-property search allows you to mix and match the different property types. If I'm looking for a single-family home and a residential income home, so I'm looking for a house or a duplex, let's say, then you would come here and do single-family home and residential income, and that's going to get you the different property types combined in your search. That's pretty important because you're not really able to combine in RE1 with a residential income by coming up here. So the best thing to do would be a cross-property search. Okay. All right, folks. So this is wrapping up the Matrix 101 webinar. Please remember that in 30 minutes at 11 a.m. today, we're having the 201, which is a follow-up session to this. This will complete this morning's session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my new members, and we'll see you at webinar 201. Thank you again.